Community schools have been around for 50 years. They've been able to sustain the longevity because they consistently put a caring adult in students' lives. Putting us in the schools, putting us in areas where they need us the most, I would say, allows us to continue to push year after year. Well, on a daily basis, I deal with a host of different issues, and there's never really a day that I can say I know exactly how it's going to turn out or how it's going to begin. Follow up on any student that may have missed the day before, or any reports that I've gotten from teachers that students are missing assignments, make sure they're fed, make sure they're encouraged to continue to go on throughout the day. Anything that encompasses a student being successful, those are some of the things that I knock out on a daily basis.
But it's going in here and coming out the other.
So do you think you need help with the subject, or do you think you need help with fix their relationship with the teacher? Or when I'm dealing with students, I'm always looking for context that shapes the action of the student. And it's not necessarily who the student is, it's more so their environment. Most times they're acting out behavior-wise because they haven't ate, or they don't have a place to sleep, or it may be some abuse going on at the home. Those are some of the challenges that our students are dealing with in the building.
Hey man, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something.
Sure, you can talk to me about anything. What's up?
There's a huge difference because of a Mr. Smith, a CIS in your building. And it's not that they look at him as a peer, the respect is there. Because he knows what to say, he doesn't judge them, but he believes that they deserve an opportunity.
Students can walk by every day, they see all the shoes lined up. You come in, you grab your pair of shoes off the wall, And we also have other cases where there are students that are directly in need of shoes.
Those are for me.
Absolutely. They don't really know who we are, we don't know who they are, and that whole process. So I do conduct small group meetings with my students. It usually be between 5 to 10 students. Get them an opportunity to be able to express themselves open and freely. We can't let it control us. We realize that we go on every day fearing the next day, or fearing that we're gonna die any moment now. But that stifles or that stumps your potential of what you could be. I first met Jamez, he was a sophomore.
Hey, Ms. Smith, I know you're super busy. Do you mind coming out here and helping me with the student?
He did have a confrontation with a teacher, where it was a full-blown cussing the teacher out, calling him out his name. And I tried to step in, like, hey, Jamez, calm down, man. Like, you don't have to use that language. You don't have to, you don't have to threaten this guy,
Back then, I didn't really see a future in myself. I had that mentality where you can't do it. You can't, I can't. That's always what I said, I can't. Most of my friends, they were in jail. Half of them ended up dead because of the environment that we live in. Being that my dad passed when I was 4, I was just on my own.
He had big anger issues towards everyone. He was rude, he was disrespectful, he always wanted to fight.
I knew that he had the mental capacity to be able to be successful in school. It would just bring through that emotional piece. I wasn't worried about Jamez passing courses or figuring out, the academic side of it. I just didn't want him to get lost in his anger where he would go out in the streets and make a terrible decision that would cost him the rest of his life. And I knew I had to share more about myself to allow him to feel comfortable to open up more about himself. I told him about my past, growing up with a single mother. I knew my father, but my father wasn't directly in my life. I think that was one of the breaking points between our relationship that allowed him to, kind of lean a little bit closer toward me and believe some of the stuff that I was saying and pretty much put his trust in me.
It was a new feeling to, have a shoulder to lean on, because he was the only person that could calm me down. I could go to him and he'll talk to me and just, let me know everything is gonna be okay. And he was basically like a older brother or possibly a father figure.
If you work with me, I'll work with you and we'll figure it out. That sound like a plan? All right, let's do it, man.
Mr. Smith was just saying, listen, I got him. I'm gonna take care of him. I'm gonna mentor him as much as I can. I'm gonna make sure that he makes it.
I was following up on him almost every day. Like every day, if he was in the building, he would see me in one of his classes, or he would get some questions from me like, what are you doing? How's your grade? Is it coming up? What about homework? So
I was supposed to be 2 years behind. I caught back up to my class of 2022, and I'm currently on track to graduate.
Graduation coming up soon, so we in good shape.
Minor setback, major comeback.
I would say he's the best step-in dad that there is because Jamez really, really appreciates. I feel like he loves him.
I know majority of our 9th graders here are failing. Is there a way I can help? I want them to see, okay, there's somebody in y'all's same school that was in y'all footsteps and y'all could be graduating in y'all class just like I am.
And then I think about a student like Jamez, completely different student today.
Find that one person or two people that you can trust.
26 states, 3,000 schools, 1.6 million students all across the country. I tell people all the time, it's not me, it's not the board, it's the site coordinators who are the most important asset of what we do every day because our students deserve every opportunity to succeed no matter what zip code or part of the city they come from. The American dream should be accessible to all of our children.
Believe in yourself, believe in the people that's helping you, and you will definitely succeed.
You know, every day I'm coming in trying to plant seeds, and I don't know when they're gonna grow. You should always try to find a way to keep pushing